Cowboys riding around the world on a rock and roll horse.
Metallica drummer Lars and his parents moved from Copenhagen, Denmark to California in 1980, shortly before Metallica were formed.
There's a lot of people in Denmark that are, you can tell in the papers and stuff, they're, I think they're proud that, you see, Denmark, because of the way the system is set up and the whole social structure and so on, there's not a lot of people in Denmark that are like really sort of hungry, really gung-ho, really, I think that it's great that I have the cultural thing and so on from Denmark, but going to America in 1980 really, in America people are much more hungry, much more want to do something with their lives. So in Denmark there's not a lot of people that really sort of just do stuff,
Metallica released their first album, Kill at Will, in 1983. They've released 5 albums altogether.
I think the 4 of us are more comfortable with each of our own personalities. We have 4 guys with very, very different personalities, and I think we're using that as a plus. We're deriving all that into our music and stuff, and I think that the fact that we've passed that hurdle successfully means that hopefully we'll be around for another, couple of 100 years.
Drummer Lars Ulrich and guitarist James Hetfield do most of the interviews and seem to be the leaders of the band.
Lars and I are probably a little more into the band than the other two. It's a fair thing to say. When it comes down to the bigger decisions, Lars and I will discuss them.
Metallica's 5th album, Metallica, has sold almost 10 million copies worldwide, bringing the band instant fame.
Just a lot of people wanting your time, and there's not enough of you to kind of go around, and you don't, especially some of us are kind of more private than your regular person, I would imagine. And everyone wants something from you. That kind of bugs me sometimes.
The band played at the AC/DC Monsters of Rock Festival in Russia last year.
It's not the most colorful place. Flying into the place, we didn't see a whole lot of swimming pools. It was very low-key, but when we met some of the fans and their broken English, I couldn't believe that they knew some English, and they were hugging us and kissing us, and I was like, wait a minute, I like women, no. But they were so into having anything over there that really made us feel good.
Metallica's first video was for One from the album Justice for All. The band waited so long because they didn't feel comfortable with the medium.
Help me, Mother, I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
The people who were directing and editing the video really hated us because we were there every minute calling, what's going on? Or we were sitting in the editing bay while it was going on, and no, that's not right, and then they're, ah! We do have a pretty good grasp on what goes on.
The band have just finished an American tour where they co-headlined with Guns N' Roses.
Well, it was pretty difficult at the beginning to work the logistics out, so it could be a co-headlining kind of thing. And even though they were going on last, everything was to be 50-50, and just the stage setup. We wanted the snake pit idea. He wanted the 20-foot ego ramp, and there were a lot of things that had to be worked out. So that was pretty difficult, having meetings with them. But once it got rolling, it was actually pretty fun.
The most famous and successful bands always spawn a host of imitators.
It's flattering to have someone copy your style, or to, try and sound like you. But it's annoying to think that there's bands out there waiting for your album to come out before they can write any material. It's sad, really, to live an existence that depends on someone else.